Hello students of Standard 9. Welcome once again in this YouTube channel of Mount Brescia. I am here with your second chapter of Geography, the physical features of India. We have gone through two physiographic divisions, that is Himalayan mountain and the northern plain. Today we are going through the peninsular plateau. Before starting, we should know, what do you mean by peninsula? Peninsular plateau, it consists of two words, peninsula and plateau. First, we should know what is peninsula. A landmass which is covered by which is surrounded by three sides surrounded by water. So, a landmass surrounded by water on three sides is called peninsula. So, where in India you will get this position or this landmass? In the southern part. In the southern part, we are having our country like this. So, this and this, these three parts are the peninsular part. Now, the question arises, how the peninsular plateau forms, means formation of peninsular plateau. The peninsular plateau was mainly due to the volcanic activity which occurred during plate movement. Now, as I have told you, this plate, this is Indo-Australian plate, this is Eurasian plate. Eurasian plate always remain constant. This Indo-Australian plate comes, give the pressure, become Himalayan mountain. This shallow portion, northern plain, and where it comes from, that will become vacant? No. The lava from inside comes out and form a flat surface over the land. Flat surface over the land. Now the question arises, how the lava comes out? See, suppose these are the cracks in the land. And this is Indo-Australian plate. It is coming, and wherever it gets the cracks, from there the lava comes out. As you move your hand in the flowing water, what will happen? Water will come out from this, not from the where there is no crack. So wherever they find the cracks, the lava comes out from it, and it cools and become a land. And this is called tableland. Tableland, top. Why it is called tableland? Because it is above the table, means above the ground level, and it is a flat land as you see in the table. Now, the main features is what it is composed of. The peninsular plateau is composed of old crystalline, igneous and metamorphic rocks. Now the question is, what kind of relief would you find on the tableland? Relief means different landform. Peninsular plateau consists of both broad and shallow valleys and rounded hills. Broad and shallow valleys and rounded hills. Now, the peninsular plateau have two broad divisions. The peninsular plateau have two broad divisions, the Central Highland and the Deccan Plateau. Now let's check out this in Indian map. The Central Highland refers the portion of that lies north of the Narmada River. North of the Narmada River. It covers a majority of Malwa Plateau. The Vindhya range forms the boundary of the Central Highland. The Vindhya range forms the boundary of the Central Highland. Where? On the south. The Aravallis form the northwestern boundaries. The Aravallis form the northwestern boundaries of these highlands. The Vindhya range has special significance because it divides India geographically into northern India or Indo-Gangetic plain of southern India. The further westward extension gradually merges with the sandy and rocky desert of Rajasthan. The flow of the rivers draining this region were namely Chambal, the Sindh, the Betwa, and Ken is from southwest to northeast. Thus, it indicates the slope. The central highlands are wider in the west. You see in the figure, the central highlands are wider in the west and narrower in the east. The eastward extension of this plateau are locally known as Bundelkhand. Bundelkhand, where famous Khajuraho temples you will get. You can see famous Khajuraho temples over there. And Bagelkhand. The Chota Nagpur plateau marks the further eastward extension drained by the Damodar river. Today up to here, it is the half of the portion of this peninsular plateau. The major part of it or the rest part of it I will be giving you in my next video. Till then, thank you.